Your Excellency, the relevance of this retreat of former leaders cannot be overstated. It is timely, and it is needed in view of the multiple crises facing the African continent. As mentioned earlier by previous speakers, political conflicts, wars, climate change, the COVID-19 pandemic, the high energy and food prices, the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war, and several others have been impacting negatively on growth and development in our dear continent. These challenges have been compounding the already fragile situation in many countries in Africa. The confluence of these crises has exposed Africa's economic and governance frailties and underscores the need and importance of collectively exploring homegrown solutions to African problems. As a former leader myself, I can rightly testify that sitting African leaders have a pivotal role to play in addressing these challenges. It is their primary responsibility, but I believe also that former leaders can play a role in this regard. They are well connected with both the past and the present and can contextualize existing challenges and share their reflections of past experiences with existing readers. At this juncture, I would like to take this opportunity to commend my fellow former leaders, His Excellency Ernest Bai Koroma, the former president of Sierra Leone, and for being the flag bearer of this wonderful initiative. President, we thank you. Also, His Excellency Haile Mariam, former Prime Minister of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, who is participating, like me, for the first time. As already mentioned, His Excellency Joachim Chissano, former President of the Republic of Mozambique, will join us later. Maybe he's on his way from the airport. But I thank them for agreeing to join this important conversation in person. But I thank the chair, President Koroma. We have been whispering. I've been trying to, well, why are you laughing? You know, I've been trying to make him agree that Arusha becomes the seat of this initiative. And he has generously accepted. So, Prime Minister, if the chairman have said yes, can you say no?
I already said it.
Then it's done. In the same vein, I commend the other 9 leaders who have joined this initiative. They were supposed to be with us, but could not for various reasons. Some are joining us virtually, enabled and facilitated by modern advances in information and communications technology. I'm told President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was ready to address this meeting here, but this room is not made for that, unfortunately. But she will talk to us, President, after we leave this room at another facility. Your Excellency, President, former leaders and distinguished participants will share their thoughts, wisdom, and experiences on the broader areas of governance and development. but accord specific attention on the intriguing subject of the state of democracy in Africa. I'm of the view that for one to fully appreciate the current situation in Africa, it is worthwhile to reflect on the challenges we have been grappling with in the political, economic, and development arena from a historical perspective. Most of the challenges we are facing, our countries today, are a continuum of what has been happening in the past. Since independence in the 90s, successive governments of African countries have been preoccupied with the overarching task of nation building, which involved matters relating to holding the country together. As you know, President and all the distinguished participants, Africa is the only country that the borders are arbitrary. No continent in the world has borders like ours. They are straight line, which means the borders are not natural. It appears that somebody was holding a rope on one side and the other on this end, drawing a line. The right is mine, the left is yours. And in the process, they've created nations that have a lot of difficulties. They've created conflicts within nations and conflicts between nations. So holding together such countries is a mammoth task. The other is establishing systems of government and governance, building an equitable and inclusive society, promoting inclusive social economic growth and development, and fighting vices in society. Interestingly, these have remained priority and important areas of preoccupation for our leaders and the nations up to this day, despite progress made over the past 6 decades. Indeed, a lot of ground has been covered, and significant progress has been made over the past 60 years since independence.